We live in a culture that is very me-centered. I got to take care of me. And in a certain sense, that's very important, because if I'm not healthy, I'm no good to anybody else. So paying attention to my ups and downs is very important. But it's also equally important to begin to train ourselves to pay attention to the next person. And so I believe that begins at home. It begins in the places where we're most at ease. At home, in our churches, in our clubs, the places where we feel confident. And so as I begin to pay attention to the other people, I begin to see the things that they bring. And some days they're hurt. Some days they're persecuted. Some days they're just at odds. And so as I begin to learn, to practice how to be aware of, how to not necessarily take care of, but how to be aware of then I learn how to speak up for, not necessarily just for that other person, but for what is done to them. You know, that's really not a good way to treat people, or to find the words that will help us knit this people instead of tearing it apart. How do we eliminate from our conversation the us and them? How do you eliminate that? There really is no them. There's just us. And we're all part of this planet, this universe. We're all part, and we are different. That goes without saying. But as soon as somebody identifies a them, make them the problem, I think we're going down the wrong path. And so what we need, paying attention to the other, means identifying the us. How do we take care of ourselves?